Congratulations on making the decision to sell your house without a realtor. When done correctly, selling your house without a realtor can save you thousands of dollars. However, it can also cost you thousands more if you do it the wrong way. Hi there, I'm Christelle, your favorite realtor. Today I'm sharing with you my top master tips that I use to sell houses every day for my clients so that I can help you understand how you can be a successful for sale by owner. Tip number one, get your house ready for sale. This is the start of the process of getting your house sold. And this is where most people start overthinking, over questioning themselves. They look around their house wondering what they should keep, what should go, how they can make things better, and they get stressed out and completely freak out. Take a deep breath and relax. Getting your house ready for sale doesn't have to be such a complicated process. I'm not talking about major improvements here. I'm really talking about the small things. Forget about the hurricane impact windows, big kitchen renovation, completely updating the bathrooms, or installing a brand new roof or driveway. Yes, those things are great, but if you're getting ready to sell the house and want to sell right away, these big updates may not be the best place to spend your money right now. Getting your house ready for sale means thinking of the small but smart things you can do to quickly improve the value of your home. Focus your attention on small DIY projects that you can easily do yourself. Things like decluttering the house. This will make your house feel open and inviting. Decluttering will also make certain rooms appear much bigger than they really are. Next, you want to clean your house or hire someone to clean it for you. Another thing to think about is to replace the missing light bulbs. You might not think that a missing light bulb is a big deal because you're so used to your house, but trust me, your buyer will. Buyers want to walk inside a bright room. It makes them feel warm and cozy. A brightly lit room will make them feel at home. It makes them feel safe. There are also other things that you can do, like making small repairs, such as fixing a broken window, replacing a malfunctioning appliance, checking the walls to make sure that you don't have any spots that are peeling. Again, these are small things, but they are smart things that you can do that have the most impact. Tip number two, price your home to sell. There are two things that you must consider here. What is your motivation for selling, and how quickly do you need to sell? If you need to sell quickly, my recommendation is to price your house at market value. If you can afford to wait and are not in a huge hurry to sell, you can try to put your house for sale somewhat above market value. And I say somewhat because I actually think if you're not ready to sell, you're not in a hurry, it's better to wait until you're fully ready to make sure that you put your house on the market. Tip number three, complete the seller's disclosure. The seller's disclosure is a document that tells the buyer everything that you personally know about the property. It's extremely important that you are honest when completing the seller's disclosure. Florida law requires sellers and their realtors to disclose any significant property defects that may not be easily visible to the buyer. Always, 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 and I repeat, always disclose everything that you know about the property. Be honest is as simple as that. When it comes to the seller's disclosure, honesty is the best policy. Tip number four, estimate your closing costs. Even though you're selling your house by yourself, there are certain fees that you may have to pay for, such as the title search and closing fee, owner's title insurance policy, payoff of the previous mortgage if you have one, documentary tax stamp on the deed, home warranty if you choose to provide it to the buyer, property taxes and other taxes or liens that you may have on the house. And of course, you will have to pay the real estate commission. I will do another video to explain the seller's closing costs in more details, but for this video, I want to mention to you that though you're selling your house by owner, you will have to pay a commission to the buyer's realtor. Ideally, you want to offer them at least 2% of the sales price. Tip number four, hire a real estate attorney. Listen and listen closely because this is the most important part of the video. If you don't want to do any of the things I mentioned earlier, that's fine, but do not, and I repeat, do not skip over this one. Selling a house can be an exciting adventure, but it's also a process with many complications. And it would be crazy, downright insane to try to interpret and analyze the contract, the addendums, and all the other documents that you will have to sign by yourself. A real estate attorney is the person who will protect your interests and make sure that you're looked out for from the moment you sign the contract to the moment you close. When it comes to real estate, I'm very pro attorneys. I always recommend that my sellers as well as my home buyers hire a real estate attorney. Tip number 6, contact everyone in your network. I know I listed this as number 6, but really you should be doing this from day one. You need to start getting the word out there that you are going to sell your home. Tell your friends, tell your family, let your coworkers know, tell your neighbors, walk around the neighborhood, get the word out there. It's also, like I said, walk around your neighborhood, talk to your neighbors, knock on the doors. Don't be shy. Let everyone know that you have a home for sale. According to NAR, National Association of Realtors, for sale by owners accounted for 7% of home sales in 2017. Unfortunately, it's also important to note that the typical for sale by owner home sold for $200,000, whereas $265,000 for the homes that had a realtor. That's a $65,000 difference that for sale by owners are leaving on the table just by not using the services of a realtor. There are many reasons why this happened, but one of the reasons is that for sale by owners are not actually educated on the process of selling their house. And most of the times, they don't know how to properly market their property for sale, which is a major part of selling a house. Which leads me to tip number 7. You must plan and budget for marketing. If you had a professional, dependable realtor like myself representing you, I would be spending time and money to properly market your property. From direct mail to calling the neighborhood to door knocking to email marketing to digital marketing on 100 Club's website to open house flyers, passing out property brochures, holding open houses, and much more. I really go above and beyond to make sure that my client's home gets the most attention from home buyers because the more attention I get for the house, the more buyers that see it, which leads to more quality offers for my sellers. However, when you are selling the home by yourself, you're going to have to do those things yourself. Yes, it's good to contact everyone in your network, as I mentioned earlier, but also make the time to plan and budget for marketing. Tip number 8, hire a professional photographer. First impressions are everything. Your cell phones might be the greatest phone ever for selfies and watching funny cat videos on social media. Your phone might even be great for playing around with the latest Snapchat filters and Instagram and all of that good stuff that you just love to use nowadays. But your cell phone is not good enough to take professional pictures of your house. But if by chance you do use your cell phone, which I don't recommend at all, but if you do use your cell phone, use the landscape orientation, not the portrait orientation. And please stay away from the fish eye. It's just poor quality, definitely unprofessional, and dare I say, lazy. Yes, it is. I mean, it's just not right. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm trying to be honest with you. I even see agents doing it, and I just don't understand how they're selling business by using such terrible pictures of their listings. I guess not everyone is striving for greatness. I mean, I know I am, and you should be too. That's why I always hire a professional photographer, and I recommend that you yourself also hire a professional photographer. Yes, it costs money, but it's totally 100% worth it. Tip number 9, get listed on the MLS. Yes, there are a lot of flat rate companies out there that would list your house online for like $99 or maybe $150. But really, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not listed on the MLS. Pay the extra few $100s to get listed on the MLS. In the 2018 National Association of Realtors profile of home buyers and sellers, 80% of buyers purchase their home through a realtor. This is a number that has steadily increased from 69% since 2001. If you need more proof that the majority of home buyers are represented by a realtor, this is it. Your home may be listed online, but you're really doing yourself a disservice if you're not listed on the MLS as well. The MLS is the heart center where realtors share their new listings, look for home for their clients, and keep up on the market trends of the neighborhood. Alright guys, again, most buyers are represented by a realtor. So definitely it's in your best interest to get listed on the MLS so that you can get maximum exposure. I also want to note that while it's great to be listed on the MLS, understand that being listed on the MLS is not a marketing plan. This is a long topic and I'll do another video to explain the difference between being listed on the MLS versus having an actual marketing plan to get your house sold. Tip number 10, contact everyone in your network. You might be wondering, Christelle, didn't you say that already? Why are you mentioning the same thing again? Like, I thought you said already. Yes, I did. I already said it. But I'm saying it again because that part never stops. Believe me. You should be contacting everyone in your network before you list a house for sale, and you should be contacting them again after your house is listed for sale. A major duty of being a realtor is to constantly follow up with people. When I list a house for sale for my clients, I'm sending out hundreds and sometimes thousands of just listed postcards. I invest thousands of dollars in online marketing to promote the house I'm selling on hundreds of websites and on the most popular social media platforms. I'm doing everything possible to make sure that I'm exposing the house to as many buyers as possible. And once that's in the work, I'm usually preparing for an open house, holding an open house, and following up with everyone that came to the open house. I mean, I'm doing everything that is required to find a qualified buyer for my sellers. My sellers don't want to deal with any headaches, they don't want any excuses. They hire me because they know I will do everything that is morally right and ethical to do the job right. Go above and beyond to sell their house fast and for highest price. That's what they want, and that's why they hire me to do the job. And a great part of doing the job right is to constantly follow up with people. And that's what you'll have to do as well if you want to be a successful for sale by owner. Once you list your house for sale, pick up every phone call. If you miss the call, return the phone call as soon as possible. We are now in the days where people prefer to text. Believe it or not, I've done deals over text. Yes, it does happen. Therefore, be ready to answer to text messages as well. And be ready to answer any questions that people have about the house. If you're providing an email for buyers to contact you, check that email at least 4 times per day: morning, midday, afternoon, and of course before you go to sleep. And that's assuming that you can sleep peacefully because hello, you have a house to sell. All right, let's get to tip number 11. 1. Prepare for the open house. I won't go into much details about this because it varies from house to house. It also depends on whether you have a condo, a townhouse, or a single family. It's different for everyone, but here are some general guidelines. Make sure your house is clean. Have some refreshments that you can offer to people. Nothing fancy, just some cookies or a bottle of water. That should do it. Prior to the open house, be sure to print a couple of flyers or brochures that give people more information about the house. You want to include information like how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, the square feet, the year the house was built, things like that. Be sure to also include some additional information about how great the house is, but it's even better to highlight how great and how amazing it will be to live in this area. Now, to be honest with you, in my experience, most buyers who will buy your house almost never come to that first, second, or third open house. Very rarely will you meet your buyer at the open house that you're holding. And honestly, if you're having open houses every weekend for like over a month, something is seriously wrong. You're either overpriced or you're not marketing the house properly. Don't think I'm against open houses. I'm really not. I enjoy them very much. It's a great avenue to meet people who are interested in buying your house. Open houses can be so much fun, but you also have to be careful because you're going to have strangers walking through your house. This is as good as it is bad. Here are a few things that you need to consider. Never do an open house alone. It's not worth your safety or your security. Also, if you have a two-story house, be sure to have one person upstairs and one person downstairs. If you have a large lot, when you have visitors and you're giving a tour, one person should be inside the house, another person should be outside the house if you have guests in the two different areas. Also, if your house is really big, I mean, I don't know why we would do for sale by owner, but you might need more than two people for the open house. Be sure to secure your medication, other valuable items like jewelry. You want to secure important documents like your social security card, your passport, birth certificate, any document that has personal information. I'm not trying to scare you, but I do want you to be careful. Take the steps to protect yourself. Have a sign-in sheet and ask everyone to come to the house to sign in. At the very least, you should be able to get their names, their phone number, and their email address. That should do it. Tip number 12, make time for self-care. Selling a house is exciting, but it's also very stressful. When selling with a professional realtor who knows what they're doing, a realtor who's dedicated to doing the best work and providing you with excellent customer service and delivering real results, most of the stress goes away from the seller to the realtor. But when you're selling by yourself, you have to deal with the regular stress that most home sellers go through. Not only that, but you also have to deal with the additional stress and frustrations that comes when you're, selling your house by yourself. That's why I'm a big advocate for self-care. I don't want to tell you what you should be doing for your self-care routine because everyone is different, but I do want to remind you that self-care is important and you should make the time to take care of yourself. A self care routine shouldn't be something that feels like work or something that stresses you out or something that's hard. It should be fun, relaxing, or soothing. This activity should make you feel good and more relaxed. As much as you want to sell your house easy, fast, and for highest price, it won't mean much to you if you lose your mind during the process. So, guys, please make time for self care. After all, health is wealth. And there you have it. Those are my top 12 tips for sale by owner success. Now, you might be thinking, Christelle, aren't you a realtor? Isn't this how you make a living? Why are you giving away your best tips for selling? Yes, I am a realtor, a very dedicated, hardworking, and most passionate realtor. And no, this video is not a trick. I'm giving you the right information. I really do care about educating you about the for sale by owner process. Yes, I'm giving you the right information again and again. When I became a realtor, I really wanted to do things differently. I just, I truly believe that everyone deserves a place to create memories, a place to grow their families, a place to raise their children, a place that they can call their own. I truly believe that. I just really believe in family, in people, and safety and security. So my mission is to make the home buying and home selling simple, transparent, and straightforward. If this video helps you become a more successful for sale by owner, then great, mission accomplished. If this video provides you with more information about the process, but you find along the journey that you'd rather hire a realtor, then you can call, text, or email me. I'll be glad to pick up a pen and help you get the results you want. My phone number, once again, is 754-232-5952. You can also email me at crystal@nestfinder.com. Happy, happy, happy home selling. I wish you the very best. I'm Christ-El Beauvoir with the Nestfinder team at Coldwell Banker. I believe in honesty, integrity, trust, and respect. Exceeding your expectations is my only priority, and my priority is you. Have a great and beautiful day. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.